So you see, that's the whole pattern in its entirety. I'll play it again for you. So it's pretty cool because you can play it slow, you can play it fast, you can play a small amount of it, a large amount of it, whatever is suiting your needs at the time. Let me break down what's happening here. There's really two different little patterns in one big pattern. So let me show you this to begin with, and then I'll show you how the build goes. What I think of a pattern as being is like having a lick, but you're doing the lick over and over and over somewhere else, which is creating the pattern. That's really the idea. So the lick itself, or the first link of this pattern, what I'm going to do is start on the 12th fret of the 5th string with my first finger, and I'm going to pluck that note twice. Then I'm going to do a pull-off from 15th fret to 12th fret on the 6th string with my pinky and my index finger. Okay, so the first thing to do is just get used to doing that. Okay, and the way I pick this is I'm going down, up, down, and then I'm doing my pull-off. Down, up, down, pull-off. Okay, now the second half of that, I'm going to go to the 14th fret of the 5th string with my 3rd finger. I'm going to pluck that twice as well, but then I'm going to do a pull-off right away to the 12th fret with my 1st finger. Okay, so I'm on the same string there. And then I'm heading over to the 15th fret of the 6th string with my pinky. Okay, so the first part is 4 notes. The second part is also 4 notes. The first part starts on the 12, the second part starts on the 14. So you have... Okay, so the first thing to do is to wrap your brain around that idea. So I'm going down, up, down, pull off, and then down, up, pull off, down. Okay? See that? So the pull-off is in a different spot, obviously. Okay? So the first thing to do is get comfortable with that. Second thing is you want to make sure that you're seeing the E minor pentatonic scale that I'm playing this lick in right now, or this pattern in. Because the 15s and the 14s, of course, are going to switch. If you know your pentatonic, you're playing 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. Okay? So whenever we are supposed to play a 15 on this side, we're going to. Whenever we're supposed to play a 14 on this side, we're going to play that as well. So the first part of this link of this pattern looks like this. Okay? Then I'm going to go to the 4th string and do exactly the same thing. I'm going to start on 12 and do the first part of it, then go to 14 and do the second part of it. But remember now, I have to use 14th fret of the 5th string. So watch this now. Okay, so same idea, but I'm here using the 14 on the 5th string, not 15 because that's not pentatonic, right? So then I go to 13. I want to go to the 3rd string, 12th fret, and do exactly the same thing. So I'm going down, up, down, pull off, down, up, pull off, down. Then I go to the 2nd string and do exactly the same thing. But now remember, I got to go to 15 here on the 2nd string. So I have, and then I end with, okay. Now you notice I'm on my 3rd finger. Sometimes I'll go to that 3rd finger at the very end in case I want to go like this. Maybe I want to do a blues bend or a rock and roll bend or something like that. Okay. So if I set myself up with the right finger before I go into that, it's easier for me to play. So the entire thing here looks like this. Okay, a little bit faster so you can hear the patterned movement. Now, obviously, a little bit more advanced lick if you want to play it a little bit faster. But the nice thing about it is if you're playing over a progression and you want to move into something that isn't just a lick per se, right? You're just going, which is a great idea. Those are great. But let's say you need something that takes a little more time, okay, and you want something that's repetitive. That's when patterns are really great. Maybe even play it with the swing feel. You see? So we take those ideas, the lick, a phrase, an idea, right? A singing section, if you will, and the idea of patternizing, taking a lick and creating it over and over and over to make it longer. We use those three things interchangeably. So this is a really great lick for you to learn how to play. A really great pattern for you to play. And take your time with it. You know, the picking is really important to be able to get that effective. And remember, you can move it into any key. I'm in the key of E minor pentatonic right now, but you could be in any key to do this lick.